I'm so sorry, Mrs. Strussel. The other books I can buy, but I just can't buy the scrapbook.
Why not?
Well,
It's old.
And
it's probably valuable.
we just don't sell personal scrapbooks. But Claire Pingle is here today with Moonlight, so maybe they can help you.
Oh, you think maybe they'll buy my great-uncle's scrapbook?
I wouldn't count on it. Hey, Moonlight. Hey, Claire. This is Mrs. Strussel, and she's got a very interesting scrapbook.
My name is Moonlight, ma'am.
Joyce Strussel, great niece of the once famous Irving Grossman.
And this is my friend Claire. Oh, Claire, tell her what you do.
My name is Claire Pingle, and I work with exhibitions and the artifact collection at the National Museum of American Jewish History.
Clearly your Uncle Irving was a popular fellow. What do you know about him?
Well, my Uncle Irving Grossman and his wife, my great-aunt Diana Goldberg, were both in the theater together. But this is his scrapbook, and he was in a film you can see on IMDb. He was in a film called Catskill Honeymoon in 1950, and that's about as much as I know about him, other than a couple of things from the pictures here.
Oh. So, he was in the Yiddish theater, it seems.
Yes, I think so.
Claire, can you tell us more about the Yiddish theater?
Sure, your aunt and uncle did perform in Yiddish theater for many years. They were also very active in unions and professional organizations that supported Yiddish actors, like the Hebrew Actors Union, the Yiddish Theatrical Alliance, and the American Guild of Variety Actors.
Wow. Maybe you could tell us a bit more about what is Yiddish?
Sure, Yiddish is a language that is spoken by Ashkenazi Jews. It's a mixture of Germanic, Hebrew, and Aramaic languages. And as Jews were coming over to America from Eastern and Central Europe, they brought their language with them.
But it doesn't seem to be around much anymore. What happened to it?
That's right. The world lost millions of Yiddish speakers when they were murdered in the Holocaust. As well, in the Soviet Union, Yiddish was sort of outlawed under Stalin, so a lot of people stopped speaking Yiddish then as well. The years after the Holocaust, Hebrew became a much more prominent language for Jews, but there's been a resurgence of interest in it since the 1960s. And in fact, you can study Yiddish at universities now in America.
Can you tell us anything more about Yiddish culture?
Sure, there was a rich Yiddish culture, especially flourished in the United States in the 1920s and 30s. Where we had Yiddish newspapers and radio shows, the theater in Yiddish, there were films in Yiddish.
Wow. Well, let's see what's in this scrapbook then. What's this item?
This is one of my favorite things.
Oh, look, do you know who that is playing the piano?
It's Irving Berlin, right?
It is Irving Berlin. And they are singing Alexander's Ragtime Band. We have this sheet music in our artifact collection in my museum.
It's neat.
We should go sometime.
Yes, definitely.
That was one of his famous songs, along with God Bless America and White Christmas.
Can we see another one?
Yes, here we are.
What's that?
Oh, down here there's a newspaper clipping with your uncle and Boris Tomaszewski, who was just huge in Yiddish theater. He was like a very prominent actor and producer.
Let's see. And then I thought that was interesting.
Oh, what's this?
Did they travel to Lithuania?
Yes, they did.
So this looks like a program for Russian Wedding by Joseph Rumshinsky, who was a very active composer. He was from Lithuania, but he came to the United States, and he wrote a lot of operettas for Yiddish theater.
Your uncle and aunt had quite a life.
I'll say.
So it sounds like millions of Jews shared in the Yiddish culture, yet I don't know anyone who speaks Yiddish today.
Would you like to learn to speak a little Yiddish?
Nah.
Yeah, please.
Claire, may I?
Of course.
Repeat after me. Wenn alle Menschen
Wenn alle Menschen
sollen ziehen auf ein
sollen ziehen auf ein
Zeit,
wollt
sich die Welt
sich die Welt
übergekehrt.
And now say it all together.
Wenn alle Menschen sollen ziehen auf ein Zeit, wollt sich die Welt übergekehrt.
Good job, Rena.
Thanks. Now what am I saying?
You said if everyone pulled in one direction, the world would tip over.
Fascinating. Now, anybody want to buy my book?
Please, accept this $100 bill.
Great!
I do not wish to purchase your scrapbook. Instead, I wish to purchase a promise.
A promise? What is this puppet, crazy? What does he want from me?
You have a child, yes? I think I've seen him in the neighborhood.
Yes, a son, Christian. He'll be just 7 next week.
Well, here's your $100 bill on the promise that you will give Christian your relative's scrapbook on his 25th birthday. Sooner, and he may not see the value in the gift you give.
And?
And if I'm still in the neighborhood, I wish to be there when he accepts.
$100 for this crappy scrapbook? This puppet is crazy. You got yourself a deal.
Oh.